Hi, James Stephen from Autism Perspective again. Today I was thinking about behavior and the critical tipping balance when your child goes from having anxiety to a blowing point, where they do a behavior that makes it intolerable. Maybe they cover their ears and yell. Maybe they smash things. Maybe they punch someone. Maybe they bite themselves, hit their head. And what I was thinking about is that a lot of people see that moment. They see what happens right then. Maybe a loud alarm goes off, and that is the moment that they get really upset. Maybe it's someone takes from them something from them and they start biting their hands, or maybe they don't get their way and they start doing whatever behavior that is that tipping point for them. And what I was thinking about is that, you know what, if you took the time, like I've been saying, observe, 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 take the time to observe them over the day. See all those moments that are actually frustrating for them. They can't find their toy. Well, that's the first moment. And then later on, they can't tell you that they don't like peas. And then later on, there's a chair that's not in the right spot and it's really bothering them. Later on, they notice a light flickering, and they're watching it and it's really bothering them. There's a noise, and it just builds and builds and builds until it gets to that point, that last straw. Like, think about it. So you go through your whole day, you deal with stress at work, you deal with you come home and your kids are off the wall, the house is a mess. Your dad calls and something happens over there that you're anxious and frustrated about, and then finally, your wife or husband do something. Leave the muddy shoes on the rug. They don't do the dishwasher right. They bought something they shouldn't have bought, and you explode. You start yelling, and you get into this huge fight. And really, if you were to take the moment to look back on your day, you'd see that the dishes not being done right. That's not a thing. It's just because you have all of this built up pressure. Autism's very much like that. So what I try to do with kids that I work with is I try to observe them and I see, all the things. Like if you watch them, they'll watch whatever's bothering them sometimes. Or you'll notice that every time something happens, and you just pay attention to the environment. Or you pay attention to people that walk in. Sometimes it's people that walk in. It could be a smell. It could be the one time a child would walk by the classroom and they had like a barrette in their hair, and the student I was working with wanted that barrette. Like it really doesn't matter, but you just got to pay attention. And then the ones that you can remove, you fix it. Change the light bulb, use a different. Don't maybe if it's red, you don't wear red, or maybe when you're working with them, you can't remove everything, but and then you're like peeling off levels are being peeled off until eventually you have the very controllable stuff. I know that when we go to the doctor's office, there's a clown sitting on the table. I can't control that. I can't make the doctor remove a clown. Maybe it's like against the wall screwed in. So I'm going to work on the best way to prepare my child for that. And because they haven't had all those other stressors that I've removed from their lives, they're going to be able to deal with that clown a lot better because they're not walking in already at a 10 of anxiety. Anyway, I hope this helps. I'm James Stephen at Autism in Perspective, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.